Quilty is brought to you by Baby Lock Sewing and Long Arm Machines. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Aurifil. Aurifil Italian thread, perfectly suited for all your quilting projects. Fairfield. Together, we can make beautiful things. Free Spirit. A new generation of creative and playful fabrics perfect for fashions, home decor, quilting, crafting, and more. Hovels Sewing. Cut it close with Hovels. Moda. Make something quilty with Moda fabrics. Thermoweb. Manufacturer of heat and bond adhesives and new luxe interfacings, proudly made in the USA. Hello, you're watching Quilty. The show this week is featuring some holiday patchwork. It's maybe summertime while you're watching, maybe it's wintertime, maybe Christmas is tomorrow. That's not good. You should have watched this show earlier. We're going to talk a little bit about holiday fabric choices because sometimes the holiday projects that we do, or maybe the ones that we know of from our childhood, it's like, wow, the thing is, red and green, it's not an easy color combination to work with a lot of the time. You'll notice in some antique quilts, actually red and green was a very popular choice. For some Amish quilts, you'll see a red and green. Quilts from the 1800s will be in red and green and white, and they didn't consider that Christmas colors. But of course, we do today. But there's a way to make your holiday patchwork kind of more modern, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more today, and match your decor at home, which is, of course, what we want. We want quilts that look like our lives. So in front of me here, I have some vintage fabric that I found that I really love. I do love. This is vintage holiday fabric, and it is really bright. And this is tame. This is like the tamest old school holiday fabric that I have seen around, because a lot of times the holiday fabric that you'll see in projects maybe from the 80s, even from the 90s, and today too, we love our fabric companies, we love everybody out there who's making anything, any sort of patchwork, we support. But, you'll get some metallic Santa Claus action going on and some crazy stuff, and working with these kinds of fabrics with all this red and green can be difficult because it isn't one color or the other. It isn't red, it isn't green, it isn't white. It's kind of all over the place. So the first tip today is when you want to do a holiday project, shop the non-seasonal aisle, okay? Because both of these fabrics are pretty holiday friendly, and neither of them were found in the seasonal aisle. I found this, which is, it's just kind of a muslin, I guess you could consider it a shirting print, maybe. It's a very beautiful kind of almost toile, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the right word for this print. It's a really pretty off-white print with some red flowers on it, okay? Beautiful, certainly fits within a holiday color scheme, but it's a little bit less than that, okay? This one too, this is a great fabric. This is a Moda print. What is this? I know it's, oh no, it's Westminster. Vintage Paisley, Verna Mascara, Rosewater. I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful. Sort of that mint green color. This is a fat quarter. I pulled it from a fat quarter pack. And this is a beautiful green for your holiday project. So even these two together, you're kind of getting somewhere that you weren't getting with some of the seasonal prints. So that's the first tip, is shop the non-seasonal aisle for some of your fabrics. Okay, the second tip is to go straight to the seasonal aisle, because these days, this is what I want. Sorry, we're going to come to these in a second. These days, the seasonal fabrics are great. I mean, these fabrics here, I'm going to go ahead and undo this. The luxury of having so many jelly rolls and layer cakes and all this. This is Solstice by Kate Spain, a lovely young lady, if I can say so. Give her a shout out. She's very sweet. Gorgeous. I mean, if you sort of compare, and every fabric has a home. There's a home for every fabric. There's a home for this fabric too. But, it's beautiful. It's a little bit more muted. This white snowflake is gorgeous. The reds are a little bit more, cherry red that you see today, as opposed to the, I don't know, kind of the funky red of yesteryear. It's just a more updated palette. So look for current seasonal fabrics, because there's a whole world out there that's just awesome. And every fabric company is going to have something, for your project. And you might like that old school look. That's okay too. The second tip, I think we have 4 tips today, so many tips, is to go into the non-seasonal scraps and pre-cuts that you already have, and look for the not technically seasonal color prints too. I'm gonna show you, like it doesn't have to be red and green, okay? Where's the one I wanted? Oh yeah. Look at this. I found this. This is a V&Co. This to me is holiday. It's blue. This looks like tinsel or garlands or maybe little ornaments on the tree. This to me is a very holiday fabric, and there's nothing about it that's red or green or Santa Claus or even Frosty the Snowman. So think outside the box. Think outside the seasonal fabric thing, okay? We're going through them here. We're getting through all of them. Okay, these are a few blocks, churn dash blocks, that were made up with the modern holiday palette. You know, they're fabulous. The churn dash being my favorite block of all time, probably. Again, this color, not a traditional holiday color, but it works awesome, kind of that winter green. And all of this together, it's cute, it looks great, but consider slowing down some of your really crazy holiday prints with a solid. And I have an example of that with the flying geese, okay? And I used the crazy Christmas print, but you put it against white and it gives it a little room to breathe, little air, okay? So it's not so crazy. And then with one of these, if you sash it, I'm gonna put this down as though this were sashed. Oh, look how it kind of makes those holiday colors pop a little bit. That's one option. Always audition other options. Yellow, this pale yellow, is it a Christmas color? Well, not technically, but I kind of love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to play with these things. Shop the non-seasonal aisle. Slow down some of the holiday prints with a solid. Think outside the box. Look at fabrics that aren't technically holiday or even slightly red and green at all, and pick some of those. Whatever speaks to you can go into your holiday project. Yeah, and your holiday stuff will be as gorgeous as all your other stuff. Don't see holiday projects as like obligatory or like, they should be fun. They should be as fun as anything else. And I have to talk about my vest before we go, because this vest I'm wearing in honor of my mom and my family, because, you know, we all go home for the holidays. Well, this vest was made by Fons, and it was in her first book with Liz Porter, the vest book. Or did they do the basket book first, Rebecca? Was it the basket book or the vest book? I forget, but one of those. It's a very old vest, and I'm bringing it back. I love wearing it. It's quilted, hand-turned needle applique vest by Fons. It's pretty awesome. So, Rebecca, there's one for you too. We should just walk around Chicago in these. Yeah, cool. Okay, we'll see you next time, and happy holidays. Bye. Quilty is brought to you by Baby Lock Sewing and Long Arm Machines. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Aurifil Italian thread, perfectly suited for all your quilting projects. Fairfield, together we can make beautiful things. Free Spirit, a new generation of creative and playful fabrics perfect for fashions, home decor, quilting, crafting, and more. Hovels Sewing, cut it close with Hovels. Moda, make something quilty with Moda fabrics. Thermoweb, manufacturer of heat and bond adhesives and new luxe interfacings, proudly made in the USA.